Well, hello folks. We've got another game for the Teamstory Cup. I am SeKo Starcraft, bringing you some more action. This time it is a TVZ between Apocalypse, Red Terran, versus Barcode, also known as Scarlett, as the blue zerg in the top left. Did I say bottom left? Get my hands mixed up. I don't know who's doing all the talking right now. Teamstory Cup I didn't think was Asian, but I know that Scarlett was in Korea, kicking some butt, from what I can recall. And I wonder what it would have been like to be a pro baneling master? Sure. What would it be like to be a pro player at that level? I was thinking about just basic skills and what it means to get better at some things. I'll speed it up slightly. For instance, if I was out playing some golf today, got a pretty good sunburn going on as well. Barracks before command center. And what ended up happening when I was thinking about golf is I'm actually pretty okay at golf, and I've invested almost no time in learning to be better at golf. Got a great drive, pretty good mid game, but it's my putting it sucks. Even I like mini golf, but still my putting sucks. Regardless, I shoot usually somewhere between somewhere around a 90. You know, 90 and 100 depending on how early in the season it is. I was thinking what it would take to be a professional at that. And it's just like the scale that you go across when you're doing anything you want to be good at. The scale is essentially from being like super terrible to kind of mediocre. Just some basic skills will help you get there. If you want to go from mediocre to pretty good, just some adjustment and practice will get you there. But if you want to go from really good to being elite, you've got to put in a lot of practice for just really small incremental improvements. Oh, pardon my gin burps. When I was thinking about Starcraft, for instance, I know how to build a lot of the stuff that pro players can build. I understand a lot of the mechanics, the decision making, but what I don't necessarily have is the reaction times, the smarts, the builds, and the strategies that these players can employ at a split-second notice. But to be able to learn that ability means essentially that you've just got to dedicate so much more time to being good at it. So from going from, let's say, diamond level, platinum level, up to master level, you know, you can put in some good time, learn the ropes, learn things, figure it out. But it take you probably a few months of time to really get yourself up to those next levels. But for instance, I was at gold level and I was up at platinum within a handful of weeks, just because I feel I'm actually got some natural ability to play the game. Yeah, bye-bye. And so when I'm thinking about if I wanted to be really good and at a pro level like these players are, the amount of more time you have to do to get to the next level is just incrementally larger at each stage. Only lost one link for that. It's pretty good from Scarlett. The only reason I think about it is I was watching some of these games and I'm understanding why some people win, why some people lose, why some people are pro and some aren't. And a lot of the times for me it's just who can make those great little decisions and who can commit more time to just being elite. If it takes you 40 hours to get from 0 to 5, maybe it'll take you 40 hours to get from 5 to 7. It might take you 200 hours to get from 7 to 9, and then it might take 1,000 hours to get from 9 to 10. Like, it doesn't scale appropriately. And I think that's the way great sports should be. You don't want really great basketball or hockey players to be amazing as soon as they start playing the game. There's some people with natural ability, but you obviously want to pay good money for people that are amazing at the sport that can play at the highest levels. I don't know if the Ling's gonna get this. That'd be a good shot right there. Kinda risky out of Scarlett, but I know that Apocalypse can't risk to stop once. Well, they lost one Ling out of that. That's some really interesting remains. And that, because that sports and esports in particular has that same kind of investment it takes to get from being just, you know, really good to being a pro, I believe that video games itself should be considered a sport. Particularly if a lot of other things we consider sport. You should be able to consider that sport. Good timing on the injects. I like that spot. That's a great spot for widowmine. That one ling is not going to be happy. Bye-bye. We have a little drop coming around the side here. No third base yet. Did I got a kill on it? No kills. So not even an attempted third base yet out of Scarlett. Really wants to get really solid on... and even aspire on 2 base. That's really quite interesting. I don't know why he dropped there, but sure. Let's see if he managed to get an overlord. Yep, got an overlord. And gets out without actually losing any units. So, right on. Neato. Neato, as I would say. Terran players got a 3rd command center on the way. It's interesting to see people make it as part of the wall off, essentially. I've seen a lot of people make it up on the high ground to float it over, but not too many people make it part of the wall. That's pretty smart. I don't think there's burrow yet. No. I'm trying to get more burrow play into my games. Having a burrow ling down there just to cost a scan for 1 ling. It's a good trade. Marine's still chilling out, flying around. We do have a 3rd base on the way now. From das Scarlett. Queen spreading that there creep. I like this little pick up and run play with the medevac. I think that's really nice. That's cute. It's adorable, some might say. I do the same thing if I don't have burrows. Just park a ling at every potential expansion point. You'll always make sure that you know what's going on. This map's too small for most people to hide stuff on. It's a good sized little army here. Most of the hellions from the early game still exist. That one no longer exists. See if he's just going to pick off some creep and move back, or he's going to commit more. His upgrades are just about to finish, so it'd be worth his time to maybe wait a while before he does that. Though baneling speed and 24 banelings. Holy F. Use the boost to get through. Looks like Scarlett's going to try and chase those medevacs down. The boost is now done. That widowmine's still doing good. Uh-oh. Oh, good widowmine shots there. 13 kills. 1 shot. Just cause. I'm actually kind of surprised that Scarlett's pushing up here. I don't know if she's actually gonna get too much done. Yeah, blow, 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 blow. Oh. Blow, 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 blow. Yeah. Yeah. That turned out okay. 14. Yeah, it's okay. At least all the widowmines are cleaned up except for this one. Corporal widowmine. Reporting for duty. This base hasn't done anything yet. This is a zerg on 2 bases. This is a low econ zerg at its best. You're gonna bust it? Busty McBusterson? Oh, those hellbats worked out real well there. Great hits on the workers. What are we at now? 32 worker kills. I'm alright with that. I do not mind that. Killing off anything you can is good. Supply depots, always worthwhile to kill off. Hellbats trade so cost effectively against those units. Scarlett's down to 80 supply though. I think she's gonna have to pull back and macro up again. This creep spread's really nice, but she's really not. She's not doing well in the economy. Well, let's look at the units tab. See what kind of workers she has. Not a lot. This is a very low econ game though. Not too often I see this. Not too often I see this in the game of Starcraft 2. Fourth base, right on. Get that zerg drop with a Hellbat and 3 Marines. That's an awkward looking drop. There's like 1 seat not taken in there. Pardon me while I have a drink. Pretty good vision all the way up to the side of the map here, though it looks as though Apocalypse is going to be able to circumvent most vision. As a Terran, if you're behind, sometimes it is still important to try to push out onto the map just to be able to get that little bit of control. Keep the Zerg player making units instead of building up better economy and tech. We did have the drop down here. Some late spore and spine crawlers coming out of Scarlett. It's a very aggressive push out from Apocalypse. He knows what he's doing. He knows. Don't lose another queen. This base is up and doing good stuff. Right on. I don't know why I don't see enough people throw down just some very basic defenses. Particularly with this base, throw down some spores and spines here. You can't fit past. This is the edge of the world. There's no world beyond this side. Why not get some more spores and spines down there? The Terran player has had enough time to be able to build up more economy. 35, that's not really that great of an economy. But having the 3 command centers with mules does obviously help a lot. Ultralisk Cavern coming out. Upgrades rolling along really well for all players, though it's 2-2 right now for the Zerg. Where's something to click on? There we go. 1-1 still for all of the ground. Whereas we have 2-1 and 3-2 on the way already. I miss when infestors used to just kill stuff like this. The instant fungal growth that did tons of damage. Those good old days when Zerg was ruling the world of professional Starcraft. There hasn't been any pressure out of Scarlett for a while. I know she's getting a lot of her tech up. She must be waiting just to get the Ultralisks out, because she has not really pushed onto that side of the map in a long time. Now there's lots of widowmines out. That's an interesting minefield. Watchtower for the Zerg. I think both watchtowers for the Zerg, yeah. Still spreading the creep. That's nice. Hitting the injects as well. Very pro. Super pro. Looks like one Ling might have just scurried in there. Nope. Mutas. They'll get out of there alright. I don't anticipate her to make too many more of those in a while. It's just out there to be able to do a little bit of pressure. Terran player's just gonna fall back. Apocalypse has been behind for a long time in this game, and I'm sure he's aware of that. Another queen shall die. So he's really just trying to play it a bit more safe until he gets up that critical mass of units. Nice fungal. That was a sick fungal. Drop a mule and repair them. Well, now there's a maxed out Scarlett. So he's going to run home now that all of his widowmines are fairly toasted. I'd really expect to see a push out here pretty soon. All the upgrades are done. Supplies maxed. Not a good trade. Another good fungal. Would it take 4 fungals though to kill a widowmine? Not necessarily cost effective on the energy. Good creep spread still going. She has not given up. Well, she's got a great flank coming on this side. She's finally going to go for it. Widowmine. That was a good Widowmine shot. Killed that queen just because. Fuck that queen. Oh boy. Yeah, that was the end of Apocalypse. Did a really good job controlling space well and putting the pressure back on, but not able to get it done, which is so surprising. What a low econ game. Scarlett was on 2 bases for like the first 12, 14 minutes or something. Super strange, really, really strange. But you learn something new every day. We've got some more Teamstory Cup action coming up real soon.